We had a break in the weather today. It's been raining for the last 3 days. Woke up thinking, well, maybe I'll get some cleaning done, but then looked at the weather and I can get outside. So today is the day that I'm going to set up the handling system and just run the sheep through it. I'm not going to do anything to them. I just want to get them used to the crowding chute and stuff. So the first thing I have to do, I have to feed them. I'm going to let them out. And I got to take care of the rams and stuff. And then I'm going to clean out the barn so that it's nice and clean for the surface. And then I'm going to try and lure the sheep back in, which is going to be tricky. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys the system and I'll explain the different parts and stuff. Good morning. You guys want to get out? Go get something to eat? Hello. We have an adventure today. There you are. Always right by my feet, saying hello. All right, let's get outside. Little girls are getting bigger. Might be time to put some coats on you, huh? You need a bigger coat. Alright, so I got the barn cleaned out. Everybody's fed. The ewes are way out on the back pasture. And what I want to do now is I want to set up just one run. I'm not going to put everything up, but just a simple run just to give them a chance to try it and see where it fails, see where we have to adjust or train or something so that when we actually need to use it, we're ready. So that's my goal for today. Very modest. And I'm going to show you what I'm going to try and use for my setup right now. I do need to invest in an attachment for the tractor that allows me to move pallets, but until then, here's my idea. So we use this toboggan to move the crate, right? Whenever I'm shifting the rams that are in that big pen, if I have to go a long distance, it slides better on this toboggan. So I put a good solid crate on there, and then I'm going to load up some of the equipment on it, put a chain on the crate, the skid, and then drag it to the barn. So we'll see how that goes. I don't think I'm going to bring over the tilt table today. I do want to definitely bring the crowding chute or the crowding tub and a set of chutes, maybe the guillotine gate. I put the sorter on there, but I don't really, now that I'm thinking about it, I probably should have put this thing, which has got the locking head, so I'm going to probably shift that around. I also think I'm going to go get my trolley with the wheels because moving these parts on there is kind of hard. All right, so that totally worked. I still have 2 curved panels to bring over, but I got one chute, this box, which it probably would have been easier to bring the tilt table over, but I just wanted to try using it. And it looks like I've got rain coming, so I want to get everything over on the other side, close the gate, and then I can set it up. I cleaned this out a little bit, although I don't know what the point was. Close that gate and get the chute at least set up over there, the crowding tub I mean, and then see where it goes from there. You can't lift these rails like this. That's the piece that comes off, so it's kind of hard on the fingers, but that's the way it is. Yeah, I was going to use the the sorter, decided not to. I do still have to move those 2 curved pieces over. So I'll show you how I use the tractor when I get those on there. Okay, does anybody remember Fred Flintstone when he used to order those brontosaurus burgers or whatever they were, the roasts? The rib roast. I'm gonna have to make 2 trips. Those things are extremely klutzy. All right, so the rain is coming, if you can see. Now what I'm gonna do is empty out the bucket because there's bits and pieces in there. All the bigger stuff is already in the barn. Hey, one thing is this stuff is solid. It's heavy. These are all the pins that are used to hold everything together. And it looks like the rain is passing me by, which is kind of a bummer because I was hoping to use the rain to get the sheep in the barn. But I'm sure we're gonna get some more later. Okay, progress is being made. Learning a lot about how this is gonna work and the vision. You need a tool, a 1/2-inch wrench. I'm using a ratchet for some of the assembly. And they do have an assembly instructions on, you can access it online. They're a little light on the info and stuff, but we're getting there. So I've got this slidey gate thing figured out. Now I just have to attach the 2 curved panels to the frame. So I'm getting there. The purpose of this is it has that curve to it that makes the sheep curve, I guess. Cotter pins, got a pair of pliers is going to be another thing I'm going to need because I'm not good with the hands and the cotter pins. Alright, that's hard. Also go inside there. So the problem I'm having right now is I brought in parts, so I had stuff in places where it really shouldn't be in terms of the ultimate configuration. Like this box here outside. Another thing I wanted to do today, my goal was just to see what it looks like so I would know next time that when I really need to use it, exactly where to put it. Okay, so in the spirit of learning how to use the system, I've discovered where I decided to set it up is not going to work. I need more, because you got to have part of the circle access outside of the system for that sliding door to work. So I'm going to take it all apart and I'm going to move everything out to the center, and all this space in here is going to be during any kind of process won't be used. So I just had to level out the floor a little bit on the other side. So I'm going to go ahead and take it all apart. Take it all apart and then reassemble it on the other side of this opening here. And it's interesting to me that it's been raining like very steadily and the sheep are still staying outside, so they just don't care. So I'm not going to worry about them. I'm just going to keep working at it. That was the other thing I did after I got it all set up. I had some other stuff on that side. I couldn't get at it. So, learning future times assembly, keep everything in the front of the system. I'm going to take these bottom pieces off. Okay, a few more lessons learned. So I've just took it apart for the second time, so I've assembled it twice. So what I accomplished now is I know where to assemble it. I've got a good spot here. And I actually assembled it the second time in the reverse of how it should go. So the next time I do it, the third time, I'll assemble it with the chute on the correct side. But this lesson learned is that you got to have a very level surface. So our barn is, you know, there's straw, manure, whatever, and some of it's pretty hard pack. So if I use this system, especially for the crowding tub, there's 3 supporting braces on the bottom that sit on the ground. And in order for that gate to move smoothly, all of those have to be on the same level. So another tool I'm going to need for this process before I set up a system is the big level that we have. And this is really exactly what I wanted to accomplish because I didn't want to be going through all this stuff the day I was going to actually need to use it. So, and the sheep has still stayed out. It's rained like 3 or 4 times and they're staying out there. Intrepid little souls. Haven't had to deal with them coming into the barn, but I expect here shortly they should because they've been out there for most of the day. Anyways, all right, so I'm going to level the floor off and then assemble it one more time and see how that goes. On there. This holds it here. The 3 braces that, from what I can tell, have to be pretty much on the same. Alright, that one went right in. So this gate will close and create a lane to get you in here. So very probably the next time I set this up, I'll set it up, I'll have to level out that corner over there and shift the entire thing towards the door so that the exit section can actually take advantage of this gate, and they could exit over here. So that'd be rev 4 of this process. I do feel like putting these things up has given this a little more stability. Yeah. And well, I'm hoping now I'll be able to get the sheep to come in. I'd like to just try sending them through a couple times and see how that goes. We're trying it. Stop banging my arm. This video, I just took a little bit of footage during the Western New York Fiber Arts Festival to give you a sense of what it's like there. So hopefully you enjoy. Thanks. I'm getting there and it's taking me forever, and I hate how my booth looks, as usual. I never like how my booth looks. All right, I'm starting to hate it a little bit less. Still a lot of empty space, but... All right, so it's 9:54, and I guess there's a line outside, so it's pretty exciting. It's gonna be a lot of fun. Hopefully get to try demo a lot of wheels. Let's see. This was fun, showing how to use the drum carter. I haven't done a lot of demos of the Fusion engine, so it's nice. A lot of people didn't know what a drum carter was for, so I did a ton of educating at this event. I need to do more demoing when I'm at these events because people really like to see the tools being used. And this is the thing that I do all the time. I'm constantly losing stuff, so I'm spending time here searching for my Diz because I wanted to show them how I Diz off the drum carter. I did find it eventually. So this young lady was really pleasant. She's a drop spindler, and she just wanted to see what it was like to use a wheel. So that was really fun to give her that opportunity. And I had the ceramic lined orifice flyer on, so it's nice I can actually draft from the side there so that I can show how to do it, and then also if they get into trouble, I can sort of get them back on track. But she did a really good job once she got the hang of it. So I've got all my fiber on the left side there and all my Magic Craft stuff on the right of the sign. And this time I really tried to pack the wool in so that there was no empty spaces. I've seen other booths and I really like how that looks. Yeah, she got the hang of it towards the end there. She started doing really good. And there's me having to interfere, trying to just see how she would do with it tilted to the side. There's my checkout stand there. You can see my scale, my register, and cash box. And then there's a little teapot there with drop spindles. I always sell out of the drop spindles. I tend to give little quick lessons on them, and then the people buy them. I need to get more of those. And then it's time to pack up. So nice that my friend was here to help me, so I have a lot more footage at the end. I think at Rhinebeck, I'm going to put a camera up on the table and just ask people to video me during different parts of the day or the booth, because I just forget. I get caught up in stuff and I don't make the time. So we usually get about an hour as vendors to break down our booths and get out of there. So it's kind of a rush. I should be more organized. I always find I have to go through everything once I get home, put everything back in order. But yeah, I wanted to show you guys what it's like at the end of a show. You probably don't ever get a chance to see this, but we're all busy packing up all our stuff. This lady that was next to me, she sells soaps and lotions, and it smelled amazing. The whole day it was like an aromatherapy session. There was a lot of different types of vendors this year. They had a lot of artists and finished item people. So that was really fun, I think, for the guests to have some variety. And people, like, there's some people that'll put their vehicles up again to load really quickly, like right at the beginning of breakdown, and others will pack up their stuff and then bring their vehicles, so there doesn't ever seem to be any kind of logjam at the loading area, which is great, and everybody's really friendly and nice. So I don't bring a ton of the Magic Craft stuff to sell, like actual items to sell. It's more about awareness and educating, but I will bring a few things just in case, you know, people ask questions about different tools. I did sell quite a bit of wool at this event, so that was nice. I was happy to introduce people to the soft Shetland wool that we may make, or sheep make. Okay, we're getting close. You can see people, it goes really quickly. Within like 40 minutes, it's pretty much emptied right out. This is a hockey rink, actually, where we have this event. And that lodge building is where all the demonstrations and classes were. So it's a really nice layout. Packed with vendors. I think there's 57 vendors total at this event. And I remember them saying that we had just under 1,000 guests that came to the event. Customers and browsers. So that's nice. Nice size show for my local. So when I was packing up, I parked the vehicle closer to the booth, but didn't realize there was that little ledge there. So here's the van all packed up. I am renting a cargo van for Rhinebeck so I can bring more new wheels in the boxes and stuff, more bulky stuff. But hopefully you enjoyed this quick glimpse and limited footage of the Western New York Fiber Arts Festival. Thanks to everybody that stopped by to say hello. And hopefully we'll see you at Rhinebeck. Building C, Booth 8.